Every year, the children's charity Barnardo's launches their annual winter appeal for money to raise money for children who have been abused or neglected. As part of the launch, one woman is chosen as Australia's Mother of the Year, a person recognised for their role in nurturing and caring for children in their community.
This year, the selection committee chose a woman whose devotion to her family and assistance to single mothers epitomised all the best qualities of being a mum. Joining us now are Australia's Mother of the Year, Bernadette Black, and her son who nominated her, Damien. Good morning.
Good morning.
Damien, firstly,
Good morning, guys.
did you do this, Damien, on the quiet? Was this all a shifty nomination, or did Mum know about it?
No, Mum did know about it. I told her that I nominated her as soon as I'd done it, so yeah.
What's so great about your
surprise.
mum?
Oh, everything. Everything's great about my mum. She rocks. So.
And she feeds you well because you're already towering over her.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, scary when that happens.
All right, well, Bernadette, let's bring you in here. Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you very much.
You found yourself pregnant at 16. What went through your mind at that young age when you realised that you were going to become a parent?
Look, it was just tremendously a big shock, just a tremendous shock, and something that I certainly didn't plan. I was in a strict Catholic home, and it was a life-changing experience, as a mother is at any time becoming a mum, but especially under those situations where you might feel a little bit more hopeless, and I certainly did. It was a very scary time back then, now 15 years ago, and it's just amazing now standing next to my big boy. I made some promises to myself, and I'm still carrying those out today in being a good mum and also reaching out to other mums, and being a part of Barnardo's last night with that amazing ball on the launch of their winter appeal has just been tremendous, because it's these underprivileged kids that often can be to the two young mums in our community, that they are the hands and feet that reach out to them, and it's amazing to be a part of that for this year and taking this wonderful award last night, nominated by this guy here.
Hey Bernadette, what would your advice be to a 16-year-old girl who got pregnant? I mean, what's your best piece of advice to a teenage pregnant young lady?
Yeah, well, Steve, I think the hardest thing is that a lot of these girls, and it's the same thing that Barnardo's finds as well, is that that these girls can be in a poverty of a generational sort of poverty mindset and a cyclical thing. And so if you're in a situation and sometimes only told and only hear negative things, then unfortunately for a lot of these women that can also be their outcome. But I really believe one positive voice, one you can do it, whether you know that person or it's just someone in your environment somewhere, that is what can make the difference. So it's just finding that person in your community and just someone that's going to really rally you along when times are hard as a mum.
Yeah, there's a lot of prejudice still for young mums, isn't there? Really unfairly so.
Definitely, and it's something I know myself. 15 years ago, you would have general members of the public, telling you, that you had wasted your life or that type of thing. And from talking with a lot of young mums now, we still find that is sometimes, what is still said, and it is not true. If they're given encouragement and they're given support, they do have the opportunity to be great mums, and then hopefully their kids, as they grow, will have the gift of a teenage life. And that's what I and a wonderful organisation like Barnardo's really want for this country.
Hey Damien, do kids your age take your parents for granted?
Well, I get a lot of feedback about having such young parents quite frequently, because obviously there's lots of questions about what's it actually like, and I can't really answer that though, because it's like when I ask my mates who are twins, what's it like being twins, and they're like, well, I don't know, what's it like not being a twin? So
it must be kind of cool, when you go to school and you've got a hot mum.
I don't know if cool's a word, but
Well, what is the word? Is it, obviously you're so proud of her.
Oh yeah, I think it's really great, especially with Mum's message that just for so many other people. And I mean, I don't hide the fact that I'm proud of her, and I don't think it should be hidden. But so I'm just so happy that she's achieved this. It's amazing.
Now the pressure's on, Bernadette.
Yes, it is.
What's next?
And wow, it'll be just spreading this incredible word and talking about the work of Barnardo's for the rest of the year. So yeah,
And
check
also,
out their website too, banados.com.au. .org. Yes.
Oh, well
Thanks,
done.
Dave.
You are a good pair, you two. Let's just talk. Let's just
Not
talk
bad,
about the
is it?
support that you give to other mums in the community. How do you do that? Because I have read that there's a book in the pipeline for you.
Yeah, that's right. I've actually written a book. It's called Brave Little Bear, which is the meaning of my name, Bernadette. And it's just my story. I looked for a resource like this in my young mums group when I was 16, and there wasn't anything out there. And I wrote it more for the women that didn't have the support. I did have that support, and so many of the girls in this young mums group didn't have that. And I just thought, gee, even for me, when I felt like my life nearly ended at some times, it was hard enough, but let alone for these girls that had no support at all. So it started as that, and we're continuing with work now and building our own foundation. So it's it's a wonderful thing to be able to stand up and to really encourage and support these women facing a journey like this.
And Damien, before we let you go, what's in store for the weekend for Mother's Day?
Oh, I think it's going to be a pretty big weekend. I don't know. So it's going to be hard to top all the Banados prizes, really. So we'll have to see about that.
Breakfast in bed will do.
Something pretty special.
Breakfast in bed will do.
Yeah, breakfast in bed, absolutely.
It's a good way to go.
Congratulations.
Yeah, one of the prizes was a car, wasn't it? So you might be putting your hand up pretty soon,
Yeah.
Damien.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's about to go for his learners soon, so
Yeah.
Look out. I can see you
Yeah,
in the
that's
family
right.
wagon. Well done to both of you,
Well
and thank
done.
you for joining us. Really appreciate it.
thank you for having us
Thank you
both.
very much.